all passion fruit are vines. That means they are climbers. They want to climb upon a structure, which in our case is tree. This one is a cheesewood, Phytophthora, which is suitable for it because it gives a nice structure. But what we actually prefer, and what initially we did a lot, was planting passion fruit at the foot of blackwood acacia. Blackwood acacia is a legume, as all the acacias, so it does assimilate its own nitrogen from the air in the soil, together with some bacteria, like beans, and all the Fabaceae family does this. So in order to maybe help fertilizing the passion fruit vine and giving a structure, including some shelter from the wind, we planted passion fruit at the foot of acacia trees. These acacia trees were here before us, so they grow as invasives.
And they're gonna be after us, I guess.
They're gonna be after us as well. The acacias need pruning here, otherwise they take over everything. So these acacias, I climbed up and took the tops off, and I did prune some branches as well. Which leads us to the main problem when you do it this way. It means that it's very, very difficult to properly prune the passion fruit vine. Passion fruit, like all the other vines, does like a certain way of pruning. There is the Indian way of pruning that you can look up. It's pruning not the first as a leader, not the second as a structure, and not the third as the one that carries fruit, but pruning all the fourth ones, which would be optimal, but there is no way of doing it here. But on the other hand, it means when I prune down the acacia, there is damage done to the vine. So I don't do it while there is fruit on it, and then whatever I prune down will rip down part of the vine, and so it is. But it's an unselected pruning of the vine.
So as far as I know, the common way to grow passion fruit here on the island is in the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse, to avoid the fungal spread by direct rain splashes. And then you only water on the foot, which provides enough water, and there is no water on the leaves, and it gives you the opportunity to spray sulfur or copper against the fungal disease. But we don't do this. We grow organic, and even if we could in organic, I think we could use some copper, but we don't do it. So our way to go is having them up in the trees.
Also because, if I'm correct, also because this is the natural way of how vines grow. They like to climb the trees, so there is no better place for the vine than the tree.
And then there is a really cool feature about the passion fruit. When they are ripe, at least they do this, when they are ripe, they just fall down to the ground. So the only thing you really have to do is kind of keep the vegetation under the tree low, so that you can see.
Now we don't have a single
fruit,
one, but there is one hanging up there. I've seen, wait a second, nearly ripe. You think?
Yeah,
whoop.
there is one. I just shook one
Yes.
down. So you
So
shake it a little bit and the ripe one comes down. It did get an injury, but it doesn't matter. Passion fruit is very, very strong, hard shell, and has quite a long shelf life.
Do you want to open it and eat it?
Maybe.
Just because we can?
Just because we can. Beauty. Could be a bit darker in color, but yeah, this is the edulis with a nice acidic taste. So it's sweet, and at the same time it's sour.
Chin chin. It's like searching for the Eastern eggs, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Up. Look, I got two.
Yeah. This is an acacia that we planted 2 years ago. Or it was here, but it was a seedling, and we just leave it growing in the line. In my opinion, this is not yet ready to get a vine on it. I would rather wait 2 more years to have it up on maybe 5-6 meters, and then the vine could go up on it. But I would really not recommend it having it in the fruit tree lines. Here is a loquat. It would get harassed by the passion fruit as well, and then you just end up pruning your fruit trees from the vine, which is not really what you want to do.
On the very first year, we planted, I think, 3 or 4 passion fruits only here on these acacias. Then I think 1 or 2 of them died because of the storms. So that's how we figured out that they don't really like strong wind. But in general, when they are entangled with the crown, with the, how do you call it, canopy of a tree, it is kind of protected. But next passion fruits we decided to plant on the lowest platform because it's the most sheltered from the wind, and we also have plans for another place on the upper platform, but the most sheltered one as close to the wall as possible. So we planted 1 more at the foot of an acacia, and the variety of different passion fruits we planted near the trellis that initially were made for gurklis, pepinas, cucumbers, thank you, for cucumbers, but as soon as the vegetable part was over, we just took, I don't know, 20, 25 of different varieties, seedlings, and we planted them along the trellis.
Yeah, this net, this structure we originally made for the cucumbers, and then when the cucumbers were over, we put passion fruit on it. I had a ton of different seedlings from a batch that I ordered, seeds. I lost track of who is who.
Yeah, they are just entangled all together.
Here you can
as
see
you can
a nice
see.
example. This is edulis, as the commercial variety. This is, I forgot the name of it. It's
mixta.
Mixta, Passiflora mixta, with the red flowers. Next to it here we have Passiflora lilikoi, that turns yellow when ripe.
And our favorite?
We have the banana passion fruit that is getting ripe right now. This is unripe, this is already ripe, this is fully mature.
Shall we?
I'm not sure if they fall down. The trellis is kind of high, so I'm not sure if they would fall down when ripe. This is banana passion fruit.
Right. Focus,
Tastes
focus.
a bit like sour cherry. That's still tropical flavor. I like it. It's a bit different from the commercial one, but it doesn't get this fungal disease, and that's why I can really handle it being here on the trellis. Most of these dead leaves that you can spot here, they are from the edulis that is entangled with it, and the Passiflora tritofolia, banana passion fruit, can really handle the humidity.
And it even blooms.
So in terms of strain selection, this is probably our go-to, and we will move away from the edulis unless we can really keep it up in a tree where it's staying healthy.
Passiflora mixta. We had one with the beautiful red flowers. They look a bit similar to this pink flower that I showed from banana passion fruit. I don't think we have any opened now, but we can go inside and check. And this one started to grow, producing many flowers, but not a single flower was making a fruit. And we thought maybe it's not self-pollinated or something, so we decided to try. Just took a little feeder, pollinated, it made a fruit, and then another, and then I was like, okay, then I should pollinate it by hand, which is not very easy here. Oh, there is a flower. So I made a special device for this, and was joking that now I'm a sex worker of the farm. So I would come, where was it? Up there. Well, this one is a little bit too high for me, maybe you can reach.
So we first go to a banana passion fruit to collect pollen. And then you go to this one.
And at the moment there are not many of these flowers, but there used to be a lot. And for a couple of days, or not, for couple of weeks I would go every day and pollinate. And then I got kind of tired of it, and because it's not too close to the house, so I stopped until the moment when the first one fell from those mixta. We don't have now, huh? I picked it, opened, tried. Oh my God, it's so delicious. It's very sweet. It's way more sweet than banana, passion fruit, or edulis. And I was like, damn, I should keep pollinating them. So now the idea is...
There is one.
Ah, perfect. So, shall we eat one more? So we open... We have 3 passion fruits in this video, huh? That's very nice. So it's rather white. And the seeds are big and not too much of juicy part. But it's really very sweet. Very nice taste. So now the plan is to... I collected seeds from those. And I want to plant them close to the trellis that is close to the house. So when in the morning I go out with my cup of coffee and with my sex tool, and then I can just come, tuck, 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 do this nice stuff and start the day like this. That's the plan.
One more thing. This is tabaquero. It's a, I don't know if it's even a tree. It's from the family of the nightshades, close relative to tamarillo. It does give fruit, but they are not really good. It's considered one of the worst invasives on our island. The construction workers right over there keep on telling me all the time I should cut them down. I don't cut them down, I prune them, but I leave them growing because the structure that I made for the cucumbers initially will not last more than 1 more year, I guess. Oh, another passion fruit fell down. And there are 2 here as well.
Oh, very nice.
So it will not last long, and already now the tabaquero is kind of entangled into this net, so it will take over the structure as a living trellis. Invasive or not, I don't really care, because the island is full of them anyway, so I'm not spreading anything. And I do, at the moment I should do it again, I do take their tops to not have too much flower and fruit.
And last but not least, we should tell about our accident.
We had a little accident. So yeah, I was talking about the huge benefits of growing passion fruit in the vine, in the tree as a vine, especially in the acacia trees. The thing is, if you do that, in our climate at least, the passion fruit is growing quite vigorously and will eventually take over your tree and do the job of the vine. All the vines have the same job. They are pruning trees, they are going up the tree, making the tree heavy by adding leaf mass to it, even suffocate the tree by not allowing any more light to the leaves, which is not a problem for the acacias. But it does make it heavy, and we do get storms. And in one of the strong winter storms, half of this beautiful old acacia just snapped and broke off.
Hello and welcome, autumn 2024. So the other day we had not really a storm, just a strong wind, but it snapped one of our acacia. Here it used to be the big tree with one fat, like 3 times bigger than this one, branch going up, and then it fell. It fell, hit one banana here, hit some papaya. And why did it fall? Because of this. This is the Maracuja, the passion fruit. As you may notice, it was growing here and going up. So in the end, this green mass made the part of acacia like 3 times as heavy as it was supposed to be with its only green mass, and it snapped. I mean, it's a lot of green mass. So Jules was able to untangle it and most of the acacia became wood chips to cover the tree lines. Some became a firewood, and now we're gonna rescue the Maracuja.
This vine is 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2.5 years from seed, 2 years from planting. And last year, as a 1-year-old vine, but this one grew like crazy. But as a 1-year-old vine, it was able to rip down quite a big chunk of a tree.
But it was in the storm after a rain, so it was wet, therefore heavy.
I went over to our dear neighbors who have an invasion of bamboo into their land from their neighbors, and they were glad that I cut down some bamboo of theirs, and I quickly built this temporary trellis here and let the passion fruit prove our marriage by lifting up this whole vine onto the trellis and try to unroll it without doing too much damage. It was kind of difficult to do it, so it's actually better to first build a trellis and then let the vine grow on it instead of distributing it while trying not to rip everything. It was a bit in shock, but it recovered quite fast, and now it's putting on a lot of new growth, which is nice to see. Every now and again I come around and put those up that hang down, and it still had fruit, a few leftovers from the summer, and surprisingly into the winter now they start to ripen. They are still alive. Что? Horrible. That's why you took me here, because there is fruit. I didn't know. Thank you. Look at this. It's 2 days to Christmas and we have passion fruit harvest. And this was a green cover, completely green. And now you can see what the fungal disease do when it comes, when the vine is fully exposed to the rain.
So this is exactly the reason why they grow it in the greenhouses. So this passion fruit now gives us quite a lot of fruit, but it seems like it's dying. So what do you think? What are you going to do with it?
I will prune it back hard and probably even remove the whole trellis, or at least a big part of it, and leave it up in the tree to take down more of the acacia within the next years. And what we're going to do on the first platform along the wall, it's going to be a huge passion fruit trellis, and there we're going to mix different strains to diversify and to be sure that we don't only have those that are vulnerable, because in a dry summer I think they would do quite well. In a wet summer like this year, not so well. So if we mix maybe 4, 5, 6 different varieties, we should be okay with getting all kind of different passion fruit as harvest. And we harvest them, or we pick them up, we store them for maximum 1 week, and we bring them to the market, farmers market, where we sell. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it about the passion fruit. I forgot to mention, I love the flowers. They make beautiful flowers.